So my name is Nurith Cohn, and I'm a volunteer of ZAKA. If you ask me what do I recall from the 7th of October and later on, I would say that all the scenes were horrific. I was working there almost 2.5 months, collecting body. We were working in the kibbutzes, we were working in the burned cars and the cars at Kuma and Sdot Negev. We were working in the safe rooms. Each and every house has a story, or told a story. Because even if you weren't there and you didn't see the family there, the family members there, you can actually tell when you got into the houses what had happened there. The whole area was a closed-off army area. Nobody could come in and out. Only ZAKA, maybe some army people, maybe the police, but there were no civilians, no people were walking around. On one hand, everything was peaceful, beautiful. The launches, the grass and the trees and the flowers and everything was beautiful. And on the other hand, you had all the destruction, they had looted the place and everything was a chaos. And then when you walk into a house, first of all, I truly remember the first time I walked into somebody's house. You walk into a house, the doors are open, everything is still working because, some of the places, electricity was on again. And, the fan and the ceiling and the TV was blinking and the fridge that they had opened and it was beeping and everything was working. And you would see their personal things all over the place. And it was like, walking into a place that you're not supposed to be there. And then you see the hole in the ground where they had thrown, the terrorists have thrown a hand grenade. And you see all the sharp nails all over the place, all the holes in the ceiling and the walls and the fridge and everything is with work. And you see a stream of blood across the living room, and you can just imagine that someone was there. It was very clear. And then you get to the safe room and you see the door with the holes in it, and you understand that somebody has been fighting for their lives on that other side of that door, holding the handle, and there's a little bit of coming out of one of the holes, and you enter this room and it's a and you see the crib, a baby crib, and you see the blanket, and there's like
the baby's blanket.
Yes, in the crib, yes, and of course the bunk bed, everything is, and you pick up, and there are many bullets, and you will see a knife with, and the things that I'll never forget these scenes. Since the 7th of October, everything I see is through a lens of the 7th of October. Everything I do and everything I see has something to do with 7th of October. I will see something like this, and it will immediately take me back. It will be on the floor.
Right now in this beautiful garden.
Yes, and when I see something visual, a lot of the things will remind me that I've seen something like this in one of the houses there, that I've seen, the beauty, like in the kibbutz, I have a lot of things that I see in my everyday life that throws me immediately to something that I saw there. Now I'm always detecting, am I now in stress or not? Is this something that affects me in a very severe way or not? Yes, exactly. I'm always monitoring this and seeing, do I have, is this now something that is affecting me? Is my, blood pressure going up? Is my pulse going up? Am I, how do I sleep at night? So for me, I do sleep at night, but these things are going on when I'm awake. And I'm much more awake now. Like before the 7th of October, I would sleep, longer hours. I sleep less now, and I'm more active. I think I need, things to take my mind off, of what I remember. It took me 5 months before the first tears came. it took me 5 months before I realized that I was traumatized. And I think a lot of us in ZAKA, it took us time to understand what really happened, what did we go through, what have we seen. Because as we said, in the beginning, we needed to block this off in order to function, in order to get back to our children and our life and our jobs and our friends and families, because if not, you could not deal with it. Nobody could deal with what we really saw, and I think that's why it took time for, the soul to let go of these, protections that we had built up, and that's where the tears came. It is very clear now that people have gone through trauma. Like in the beginning, because we are used to seeing, it wasn't clear what really had happened to us, and we do need help. We need a lot of help, because we're a lot of people who were there, and I think this is the time. This is the time where we need to help people, because if it's not going to happen now, it's going to get much worse. It's not going to go away. I can tell of myself that for sure I need help. I know that all my friends, all the people that I have been with in the South, they need some kind of, structure of help. And this costs money. These things, they cost money. I don't know. I don't know if I can, afford to go out and get myself a therapist today. And I sure do need it. And as me, all my fellow friends. I mean, at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll see in one of the WhatsApp groups, who's awake, and then you realize that a lot of people. We as ZAKA members and ZAKA volunteers, we are all heart and all action, and we want to be there and help as much as we can. But right now, I think it's important for the world not to forget us, and we need help, which means that we need people to donate to this project of resilience, of helping us mentally, to get us all the therapy that we can get in order for us to have the strength to continue to do what we are able to do. Not many people are able to do that, and therefore I am asking, as a member of ZAKA volunteers, please do not forget us.